Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Okay, so here's what we got. The Atlanta Hawks might be drafting Trae Young. So you're probably wondering why I'm saying this, after I just made a mock draft saying we draft Jaren Jackson Jr. Well, Trae Young had a workout with the Atlanta Hawks yesterday, and let's just say days before, he even tweeted a few tweets about him playing in Atlanta, or just being in Atlanta, his days in the EBYL, and just talking about how he's gonna drop an album. So you can tell Trae Young is excited for playing in Atlanta. But that's not the only thing. We too are excited for Trae Young. Yeah, I said it. Look at the member of Migos, what's his name? I forgot his name. But look, I'll show you his tweet. As you can see, Quavo, member of Migos, clearly wants Trae Young. I saw the original post he spelled Splash on Splash, but it's saying Trae Young to the Atlanta Hawks, ATL's own Splash Bro. The culture is behind you. Hashtag, that's what we need. Look, I personally believe that Trae Young, at least before, was going to be picked number 6 from the Orlando Magic. And then we would trade for Trae Young by trading Dennis Schroeder. But then I found out that the Magic would probably want to keep him if they drafted him. In fact, any team that drafted Trae Young initially would want to keep him, and they would consider not trading him because they feel they'd be being fleeced, because he's the future of professional basketball. So for me, it might seem controversial, but I think we take Trae Young as the 3rd pick because, look, Atlanta needs a combination of 3 things with this one draft pick. The first thing that they need is winning. A guy who wants to win. And Trae Young said it himself. That's his first goal in the NBA, is winning. Doing something they've never seen before in the playoffs. So he wants to go his first year, take this team to the playoffs. Number 2 is star quality. Star quality. We need stars, people that gets the media buzzing, talking, and no other player in this draft has been more buzzworthy than Trae Young. Nobody's talked about Trae Young more. Nobody's talked about a draft pick more than Trae Young in this NBA draft. You're sure Michael Porter Jr. and all those guys, and Michael Bagley and all that, those are just names. But Trae Young, they know what he's meant to do, and that's to drop threes, drop buckets. That's what he's there for. Don't worry about defense. He's not a defensive-minded guy. He doesn't have to be. This isn't about that. We already know that Coach Lloyd Pierce, literally, he played one-on-one basketball with him. Literally, you saw the footage. I can show you the footage, but I don't know if I can. But look, Lloyd Pierce himself had talked with him at dinner. They really talked. So this lets me know that they've already formed a bond, coach-player bond. He's his first NBA head coach. He's taking it under his wing. He gave him advice. There's no way you let Trae Young go after that. But it's his quality, his superstar impact of the game. Okay, look at the numbers: 27 and 9 in college. I think he averaged 50 points in high school. I'm not sure, but I know this: that we need Trae Young for that. To get the butts in the seats. Get the ticket sales. We need that. Atlanta doesn't want that. Atlanta needs that. They need it. Number 3, the last thing is great basketball. Great, looks cool. Gonna be on Sports Center plays, all that. That's what Trae Young provides. John Collins, the combination of dunks and 3-pointers it'd be something spectacular to watch. We've never seen a ratio of dunks and 3-pointers like that. It's never been seen before. I always know that most of the points that John Collins scores are off of dunks. It's the truth. But him having an open lane like that, because you even have Trae Young and Taurean Prince spreading the floor for you, he's got to be unstoppable in the paint sometimes. You know, look, all I know is this: you're gonna have great basketball. Taurean Prince is gonna be superstar. Trae Young, guy's gonna be amazing. And John Collins, yeah, it's Taurean Prince too, but I already said it. But John Collins is gonna be given more minutes, more opportunities. Not just that, it's gonna be 1/3 his team. A team of Taurean Prince, Trae Young, and John Collins is gonna be like the Migos of basketball. 3 amigos. But look, another thing that must be said is the fact that Dennis Schroeder is going to be traded. We need a point guard. 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 So, no matter what you say, if you think there's better players, defensive players, offensive players, whatever, Trae Young is the piece that you need to have the franchise that you want. So for the Atlanta Hawks, they're going to pick him 3rd overall because they're masters of their own destiny. They either pick Trae Young or they watch Trae Young get taken by some other franchise. So we need to get Trae Young. That's all I have to say. It's not because Quavo said, it's because I think I realized that Trae Young really wants to be in Atlanta, and he knows we're a piece or two away from really doing something different, something special. So he talks about in these interviews doing something different, something special, and that really is what sold me. He wants to go to the playoffs his first year here. So wanting may not be good enough, but we've seen the guy is a winner. He takes teams that have no business being in the playoffs, takes to the playoffs. So we have a much better roster than people really think we do. We just sort of tanked for this pick. But I'm glad, if we get Trae Young, it really takes all those things, all those negative feelings with losing away. So, guys, peace, subscribe.